Welcome back, folks. This is M-Dog, and yeah, let's talk about the elusive buffalo here at Akhtuba. It's actually not that elusive, let's be honest. So let's look at the PVA I've been using. We've been here about an hour, so it may start slowing down a little bit, but we are going with, let me see if I can remember how we were doing this. Sunflower seed. We had crab 4 and 7. We did extra tuna. I was actually using the big size pellets, 12 and 8. And then just Atlantic tuna attractant. Just noticed we ran out, so we'll go ahead and make another batch anyway. And now we can add this back on. And we're at a little 8-meter clip here. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, all three setups have the same thing. Tuna pellets 18, crab and fish pellets 18 with tuna dip. And you just saw what we're using. I'm using really large hooks. Been doing that a lot tonight. Different spots we've been fishing. It's been good though. I mean, it's, you know, this isn't necessarily a silver farm compared to what spots at Amber are doing. Although, when you fish for buffalo, and especially if you're catching other stuff, which frankly here we're not as much, I think it still holds true though. I'm always a little surprised at how well we do on these buffalo spots. It just sort of adds up. I did try it in the last video. I mentioned the sharp snouted, whatever it's called, short-headed barbel. I did try a spot for short-headed barbel and got a ton of sterlet. Ended up making almost 500 silver. In terms of catching buffalo, the largest one we've had is 13.24, but there certainly have been some trophies caught here, at least from what I'm hearing. So, yeah, it's been good. Let's see if we can coax out one or two more buffalo here since it's early morning. And then we will go back to town, see if we have a cafe order, and sell our fish. We're just over an hour, I believe. Yeah, hour and 13 right now. Again, it might start to slow down. I don't know how much the 1 hour slowdown happens on these buffalo spots. It's been a while since I've fished for buffalo. We're down here, so you can walk here from camp. You just kind of circle around all the way. 117, 101, and again, just 8-meter clip. I've really been casting all over this left to right area here, and haven't noticed much of a difference in terms of frequency of bites or frequency of buffalo. When you're not in the buffalo time, you're more likely to get common carp, or we've gotten a couple of really small wild carp, I think. Let's see. It was just one or two? No, two. One of them even an undersized. Common carp size has been small across the board. But then buffalo has been all over the place. Some of them decent, but a lot of them right there around 4, 5, 6 kilos. But always a fun fish to catch. And especially when you at least feel like you've got a chance to trophy it. I suppose for silver, when the buffalo spots are producing a decent amount of wild carp, that probably increases your silver a little bit. Just if it's got a better bite rate, I guess, is the bottom line. The only problem with this spot is, as you've seen, you know, in a 24-hour period, or a 1-hour period in real life, a little over an hour and 14 minutes now. The only complaint is, and that was another decent one, by the way, 18 kilos. The only complaint is a little bit slow bite rate, but there's no like, no wasteful bycatch here. It's all decent species of fish that we're going to be catching, but yeah, I guess I wish it was a little bit more active maybe. I don't know. It's not too different than your typical buffalo spot, except that we're not getting as many wild carp as you sometimes do, and also like at the pond, which is just like right around the corner here. Sometimes on buffalo spots you'll get a mixture of grass carp and maybe a big-headed every once. I mean, you just never know what's going to be active. It just doesn't feel like there's as much active in this spot as there are sometimes. But for buffalo themselves, this feels like a good buffalo spot. The activity, the bite rate of buffalo, I would say is above average. The bite rate in general, though, maybe a little bit under average. So yeah, let's see one more fish. I mean, we'll sit here till probably 9 a.m. So not much longer, about another hour and a half in game. Because if we're going to hit another bigger one, it'd probably be during that time period. And then overnight, not catching them at all. Oh, there's a grass carp. Is that our first grass carp? Yep, that's interesting. Overnight, not getting them at all. Again, if you catch anything overnight, it's going to be like a weird common or something. Or wild, I guess. But I think wild carp are typically pretty okay at night. But for buffaloes, it tends to be that morning, that evening. They also can be pretty weather sensitive. I don't know. I mean, Akhtuba temperatures are always high, but this might be I don't know, little above heat. Heat might be a little bit too much, but again, it's not bad. Buffalo are definitely active here. See if this is the agreed upon buffalo bait right now. So black buffalo are coming in on different things. So there must be different. People are probably catching. Well, yeah, most people are using similar to what we're using, I guess. Okay, there's some halibut mixed in there as well. And different size boilies on some. The halibut 14s mixed in. That's kind of cool. So it might be worth trying that. Again, the black buffalo, though, coming in on krill as well. That's cool. That's actually, that's similar to... So I'll show you what I was using for the short heads. It was down at that toenail spot, the 101... What is it? I can't remember the coordinates. I'll show you on the map where it is. Yeah, this is exactly what I was using, actually. Crawfish pellets and crab and mussels, 15 soluble. That's exactly what I was using for short heads. But we were getting a couple short heads, but a lot of sterlets. Oh, same baits for sterlets, so that's why. There's another buffalo. They are definitely here. Yeah, so this is the fingernail, toenail, whatever you want to call it. But we were kind of over here, 17-meter clip, casting right towards the end of that island. And it was good for sterlet. And so silver was nice. But it didn't seem like, I mean, you'd have to get, I don't know, it just felt like you'd getting a short-headed trophy right now at that spot. You're just, you'd be really fortunate. At least for me. And again, it could have been that day that I spent down there, the weather, whatever, but I think I only had 2 short-headeds in the whole time. And maybe 12 sterlet. And a couple of grass carp, actually. Caught grass carp on that real fishy setup as well. Tuba grass carp seem to be enjoying the fishy stuff right now. Alright, so that's going to about do it. I love this time of week, seeing everybody like going for the float fishing records in chat. So 31 fish, hour and a half basically, well, hour and 20 minutes. It's a little too slow. Unless you haven't trophied buffalo, then it's probably worth it. I feel like you've got an above average chance to get a buffalo trophy here right now. Just with the bite rate of buffalo specifically. All right, let's go back to camp real quick. Check cafe order. Let me respawn. Okay. I'm going to be out of pocket this weekend, but I'll probably release this video over the weekend. But I'm hoping this next week to get a stream or two in. We'll see. All right, let's check it out. No buffalo orders. In fact, nothing that we're catching over there. So let's see. 33 for the best buffalo we caught. Total of 323. So yeah, actually the silver was much better on the short, well, really for the sterlet. But again, if you're trying to trophy buffalo, this does feel like an opportunity. All right, very good, cool. Thanks for support. Thanks for being here. I will see you next time. Tight lines, everybody.